All right, so here's a medium use Timberland boot that I have. This is not a heavy use, and it's also not a light use. So I'm gonna take off the boot laces. I'm not gonna put this through water to clean this. Now, you're gonna see the actual leather get a little darker. I'm not worried about my leather getting darker. Usually comes back in a couple days when it's completely dry. So for this, I'll just take a microfiber cloth, go ahead and just go to town with it. Every little nook and cranny that I can get my thumb under, it's gonna get clean. Anywhere that I can get dust or dirt or anything that is piled up on top, I want all of it off. That's it. This is nice and clean. We're gonna grab our Obenauf'S right here, our heavy duty leather preservative. What we're gonna do is we're gonna rub around our finger until we get some friction. Come back and just do it over and over again. In between here where the actual seams are and little portions of the actual boot leather overlap, get that as good as possible. And just continue doing that, circle after circle. Just you want to cover every portion of the actual leather on your boot. Do this as needed. I do it every other month. If I'm out on the road for like a couple of months, come back and it doesn't have that sheen to it, like that consistency all the way around. And you can kind of see it, how it turns a little bit more like glass. And when I'm rubbing my finger there, so I definitely want to scoop that up a little bit, bring it over and slide it somewhere else. And my finger just became really dry. So again, I start working it back to certain spots that I already came. Already did this area here pretty well, but I continue to do it. Right here where it's almost look like it's sweaty. Come on to the back here, do this portion, do this. And this is my stopping point right here. All right, so I got my heat gun. I'm definitely gonna put my hand here where the heat's coming from. And I'm just gonna run this back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Let this heat up. And you can see it heating up. It's going on the first setting, but it is heating up. You can see where it's drying off right there. And just let it heat up. Cook that, all that preservative into the actual boot. But all that shine and that glistening right there. Right there, see where I'm pushing from the inside? Let it cook nice and even. It almost looks like it's releasing some of that moisture from the actual leather. You can see the color by me applying the actual Obenauf'S went off a little bit darker than what the original is. But the original is pretty scuffed up, and it originally looked like this. Side by side, this thing is completely clean. All the scuffs and everything like that, they're pretty covered up, all these cuts and everything. And even then on these cuts here, I can go a thicker layer. You can see right there, it's all gone. This is where like the heaviest portion of the work is being done on the boot. There's a ton of scratches, scars, and everything like that. I could go heavier on this section. And a lot of people don't do that final step as using a blow dryer to heat it and everything, but it is night and day. There's no sticky residue or nothing like that, because it's nice, and in the actual leather it feels like a brand new boot. It smells like a brand new boot. It's just amazing how they look side by side. So that's this boot. The same thing is gonna be done to this boot as well. And this boot is gonna look as new as my other boot. And it maintains the leather really well. And so I'm gonna go out and I'm gonna put some more work on all my boots. And I usually buy Timberlands. If you haven't noticed, that's the go-to boot for me. I've been buying them for years and they work for me. Now, find a boot. It doesn't necessarily need to be Timberlands, all right? Find a boot that works for you. If that boot works for you, buy that boot again. Don't go out experimenting on your feet, because your feet, you're gonna tear up your feet. If you find something that works, buy that brand and just, it works for you. Don't care what anybody else says. There's a ton of other brands that I've tried out and they just didn't work for me. I go out there, I do the work, and my feet is one of those things that I really take care of. With that being said, I know this product works, so I'm gonna continue to use it on my leather for my Timberlands. And all I gotta do is lace these back up. So medium usage on boots, lightly clean them off, and then put the Obenauf on there. You can go a light or a heavy coat. It all depends on what you're trying to do to them. And for me, I put somewhat of a medium coat on there. Try to fill up most of these scuffs up here, all these cuts and everything. And then I let the heat gun do its work, and they just come out looking amazing.